Welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me here in my workshop. Well, it happened to me on the range with the crossbow, the Excalibur Twinstrike. I had a catastrophic limb failure. Thankfully I wasn't injured, but I did capture the moment on camera, which I'm going to show you in this video. You never believe it's going to happen to you until it actually does. This video, we're going to have a quick look at my experience with the Excalibur Twinstrike. We look at why it happened, my experience with Excalibur warranty, and how I got it fixed. Let's get into it. So how did it happen? I was down the range. It was an unusually hot and humid day. I don't know whether that had anything to do with it, with the materials. Don't know. Other than that, it's pretty typical. The crossbow has only been shot 30 times since new. On this particular day, I'd already fired 4 arrows, 2 at the top rail, 2 at the bottom rail. It was going pretty much fine, really. As soon as I went to load the 3rd arrow in the bottom rail, it cocked back too easy, snagged in the trigger mechanism of the string, and then I heard an almighty crack. And then I looked down and the bottom left limb was at 90 degrees and the bottom right limb was basically uncocked. I was a bit confused because you don't usually see that. Previously I had noticed that the top and bottom rails were out of alignment. So I didn't know whether that had something to do with it. I thought that maybe the string tension was different between the top limbs and the bottom limbs. I didn't realise that there was an inherent failure in the limb itself. Obviously I know that now. Thankfully, due to the Twinstrike's arrangement, I could continue shooting using exclusively the top rail, which is fine. Obviously it's still a little bit annoying.
Oh, that's good.
I did have some trouble uncocking it from the bottom rail because the string was in the trigger mechanism, and as you know, with most modern day crossbows, they got anti-dry fire technology, so I had to ram an arrow in there to try and trigger that to release it. Okay, now we're going to speak about the warranty process. Basically, on the failure day, I contacted Excalibur via email, who were extremely helpful and responsive. I explained the situation and highlighting how the bow has basically hardly ever been used, and now it's being kept in optimum conditions inside the workshop, etc. I also looked on forums to see if anyone else had the similar sort of issues. It turns out that it's semi-common, this issue. Some people think the limbs aren't thick enough. I don't really know if that's true or not. But this is the first time I've had any issue, and I do own quite a lot of crossbows, including the Barnett 2018 Predator Special Edition, Ravin 500, and the inline vertical crossbow from Hickory Creek. So I do know a little bit about crossbows. Anyway, I wasn't registered for warranty, so I just explained that in the email. I provided my serial number, my address, and my phone number and things like that, and they basically were really helpful. They sent out the limbs, priority shipping. They didn't just send one limb, they sent two sets, so I can replace the bottom and still have a spare. They basically explained that because I'm international, and they wanted to basically go out their way to make sure I was up and running as quick as possible. So it's really nice from Excalibur there. The limbs were dispatched from Canada on the 31st of July. I received them here in the UK on the 5th of August. The whole process from end to end was less than 6 days, from a broken crossbow to processing the warranty to delivery and to application of the new limbs. Very speedy, really impressive. This is why after service and warranty is so important when buying a new product. To replace both sets of those limbs, you're looking at £400. It's £200 per set. So, you know, it's an expensive endeavour when it goes wrong. And that does include other maintenance, like, you know, maintaining the strings and lube and, you know, other bits and bobs which will wear out, including the caulking handle and the levers and things like that. I don't believe there's a quality issue with Excalibur. I think this is just a bad batch or an inherent failure within this particular limb. I don't think it's, you know, necessarily indicative of other products from Excalibur. You know, from what I've seen, Excalibur are pretty bulletproof. Excalibur did clarify that around 3% of their products do experience limb failures, so that's probably better than average in the crossbow world, especially if you've got compound crossbows, which are significantly more complicated, more moving parts, more things to go wrong effectively. Okay, let's talk about the fix. Thankfully, the Twinstrike has double limbs, so you can still technically use it, the upper bottom rail, depending on which limb is broken. So, technically, that is quite cool, because most crossbows, obviously, you only have two limbs. So if one limb breaks, that's it. It's canting over, the range day over, whatever. Easy and quick to fix. All you need is an Allen key. Use an Allen key to remove the bolt holding the limb. Replace the broken limb with a new one. Insert and tighten the bolt. Bend the limb gradually by hand and attach the string. It really is quite simple. Okay, that's the end of the video today, guys. Thanks for watching. Really quick and simple video, just highlighting my experience with Excalibur and warranty on crossbows. If you're in the market for a crossbow, I highly recommend the Excalibur. The crossbow's been absolutely perfect. It's pinpoint accurate, it's really powerful, and the warranty and the service I've received is phenomenal. It's comparable power-wise with a mid-range crossbow. This Barnett 2018 special edition is kicking 400 feet per second. The Excalibur Twinstrike is 360, so it's not a million miles off really, and you're not going to notice it. This video highlights the importance of good warranty and customer service and aftercare. It really is important when something does go wrong, and obviously with the forces involved in powerful crossbows, eventually physics will make something go wrong. So something is going to go. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the video. In the rest of the video, I'm going to show you some of my plinking air rifle shooting. On the day that this failed, I switched to shooting. So if you want to watch that, you can. If not, see you next time.